Everyone has their own reasons as to why they get a Steam Deck. For some, it's the portability. For others, it's the simplicity of modern gaming and a beautiful form factor that doesn't lead to hunched shoulders like you might experience at a PC setup, for instance. For me, it was becoming a dad while running a marketing operation, working a 9 to 5, ultimately made me realize that I needed gaming to fit more appropriately into this season of life, which is more akin to playing in burst sessions rather than long haul sessions like we're probably all used to in our younger days. This little Steam Deck has really brought gaming back into my life that works with my schedule and not against it. So if you're a parent, you'll know that nap time is critical, right? But you also know that nap time can end at any moment, which is where the Steam Deck fits in. I love being able to play a few rounds of Potato, put it in sleep mode, and come right back later on. It's great for killing some time in between meetings. I really love the fact that the Steam Deck is actually fitting into my schedule and not working against it, especially in this season of life. I think portability is the future. It quietly slips into the rhythm of your life and gives you a piece of your hobby back that maybe you thought you lost now that you're getting older and have more responsibilities. But with any new purchase, right, it's easy to get lost in the euphoria of just owning it, watching YouTube videos about it, doing the unboxing for the first time, which, believe me, is a glorious moment. Opening up the box, hearing the startup sound, watching the beautiful OLED turn on, it's a glorious moment. But what comes next in owning your Steam Deck after the unboxing is really what seals the deal in owning this bad boy. Okay, the first step in unlocking the joys of your new Steam Deck is acquiring games. Now, you might already have a Steam library, in which case you'll probably have a massive backlog to clean up and start working through finishing some of those beautiful digitally forgotten fossils that you've ignored for years. But if you're the other person and maybe you've never had a Steam account until now owning a Steam Deck, then my God, you are in for an amazing experience. Your mind is about to get blown. So this is what I recommend. Set an evening aside, make a snack, throw on your favorite movie or playlist or podcast, and then just start browsing the Steam store. You are going to stumble across so many incredible games that you've played as a teenager, that you've wanted to try, for instance. And the best part about Steam, guys, is the prices. I have so much more access to games now than I ever have in my life at a price point that just really removes the barrier to entry for so many titles. Like I said, the beauty of actually owning a Steam Deck is that you can find the joy of games again without having to spend a fortune on new games. And that's just the beginning of your joy as a Steam Deck owner. Access to an entire universe of games with low barrier to entry and almost infinite replay value, because you can take this everywhere, and that's the biggest joy of owning a handheld PC. Now, I am a proponent of both wise spending and not using shopping as a way to cure your boredom. You don't need 200 games to enjoy your Steam Deck, especially if you're just starting out. You can just grab a handful of genuinely exciting titles for a very cheap cost. You can grab them actually during the next sale, depending on when you're watching this video. My favorite sale is the winter sale, but you'll find weekly sales all the time. You'll find amazing games at just genuinely amazing prices if you're just now getting into the Steam ecosystem. Now, if you need some recommendations for some titles, let me give you my 5 Steam Deck indie games at under 60 seconds, because my standalone top 10 videos just don't perform as well. So welcome to a micro video within the video. First game on the list is Vampire Survivors, perfect for short sessions. You're gonna spend hours playing this game. The next game on the list is Firewatch. It's a slow burn storytelling game that's gonna put you right in the feels. Next game on our list is Blasphemous. It's a dark and satisfying, almost kind of like Elden Ringing type of game. The next game on our list is Gudonia. It's a surprisingly deep open world RPG that runs beautifully on the Steam Deck and a good callback to classic WoW. And the last game on our list is Megabonk, because sometimes you just need a bit of chaotic fun where you can just go around and bonk things up. Thank you so much for coming to my Steam Deck TED Talk. I want to pause for today's video ad sponsor brought to us by Fifine. They asked me to do a closer look at the Amply Game headset and how it fits into my portable gaming setup, especially when I'm using it with the Steam Deck. The goal of this headset is simple performance without unnecessary complications. The Amply Game connects directly in through a standard audio jack, so I can plug it directly into my Steam Deck and start playing it right out of the box. The sound is clear and balanced, which makes dialogue, ambient audio, and music really easy to hear. when I'm playing in handheld mode. Since handheld gaming is all about being in different environments, this headset allows me to experience it in all kinds of settings without compromising the clarity, which is great. The microphone is built for natural voice pickup and does a good job reducing background noise. And when I use voice chat or take calls during a session, it keeps everything understandable without needing to do any kind of setting tweaks. Comfort matters, especially when it comes to portable gaming, and the headset is really lightweight and the soft ear pads are great, especially for ear fatigue, which is a concern for me, and longer sessions in general. It feels simple, practical, which matches the Ampli-Game design and philosophy. So thank you so much, Ampli-Game, for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested in learning more about this headset, feel free to check out the links in the description below. And if you want to win a free headset from me, consider joining the Discord and the newsletter. Both of those links are in the description to automatically be enrolled in a giveaway to win this headset for absolutely free. So go check it out. The headset's great, and it's been great using the Steam Deck. So thank you again, Ampli-Game. Thank you, nerds. Check out the links in the description. Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, now with any new tech purchase, part of the fun is making this thing your own. You don't need to do a deep dive into full shell swaps or SSD upgrades to give your deck that unique feel. Although, let's be honest, that customization rabbit hole is very deep and it's very tempting. Now, from what I've seen online in the Steam Deck community, you can truly tinker your deck into absolute oblivion, making this thing just your personalized machine. I actually got a message from one of you who installed a 2 terabyte internal SSD into your Steam Deck and is also running a 2 terabyte micro SD card with over 500 games installed. You're an absolute legend. I aspire to install that sort of tweak on my own. #goals. But you don't need to go to that extreme to make this thing feel special. A few touches will actually go a very long way. Like picking up a very nice protective case, adding some thumb grips, or even using a skin that kind of reflects your personality. I'm using the Skull & Co. grips and the shell case. It's great because I can actually stand this up and shoot my videos while it stands up on the desk, which is really, really cool. Been very happy. And no, I am not sponsored by Skull & Co. I've been asking them via email for months now and they never get back to me. So Skull Co., enjoy your free shout out. Please sponsor me one day. That'd be so meaningful. Now, if you want to go a bit deeper into the customization of your Steam Deck, you can also do some software side tweaks as well. There's a lot of tools out there, one of them being Decky Loader that let you install plugins. It has a lot of cool tweaks you can do for different kind of performance adjustments, or even just play around with the actual UI, kind of giving your Steam Deck a bit more of that customized feel. Now, there's another part of this customization journey that many of you have probably already researched, and that is EmuDeck. Now, if you haven't heard of it, it's basically a one-stop shop for every single game from the original Nintendo all the way up through probably the modern Switch. Now, all I'm going to say is you can probably watch videos, find more information about what I'm talking about, but when you install EmuDeck, it really will make your Steam Deck go. Now, the last step in your Steam Deck journey, and this one's important, and that is to take it with you. Seriously, travel with it. Go on a train, take a flight, bring it to a hotel room, or just sit at a local coffee shop and enjoy a plethora of games. The power of PC gaming at your fingertips. And that's really where the games begin to hit differently. It's a mix of nostalgia, freedom. You're not tethered to your desk anymore or that big PC setup. You're actually allowed to go out and touch grass with your beautiful handheld PC. Now, every single time I board a plane with my deck in hand, truly my inner child wakes up. I'll be sitting there holding this thing thinking, oh my gosh, I can play Elden Ring on a plane. Right? I experienced Elden Ring for the first time on a PC. So to think that I could bring it with me is nuts, especially when I'm playing at 30,000 feet above the earth. It's unreal. And it's not just about the big trips either, guys. I really cannot emphasize the beauty of just sitting in a coffee shop on a slow afternoon or park bench on a nice, beautiful day. There's something refreshing, honestly, about gaming outside of your usual space. It kind of lets your mind get some deep breaths, a little, refresh from being so grounded inside of a typical gaming environment. Essentially what I'm telling you is, now that you own a Steam Deck, you have no excuse not to touch grass, okay? So yeah, that's the real power of the Steam Deck. It doesn't just let you play your favorite games, it lets you be free enough to experience those favorite games untethered, away from your rigid gaming setup mentality. It lets you experience this beautiful hobby anywhere again. You can touch grass, you can sip coffee, hear the world around you while playing Stardew Valley anywhere. And that's the beauty of the Steam Deck. You get to get lost outside while getting lost inside. And that's why I love the Steam Deck. It fits right into my life in a way that allows me to experience that AAA gaming, more modern experience untethered. And I love the flexibility of these modern PC handhelds. Now, a quick shout out, if you're interested in learning more about what's going on behind the scenes of the channel, or if you want to be enrolled in a free monthly giveaway where I give away handheld emulators and even games on your Steam wishlist, then join my free newsletter. Link is in the description. It would mean a lot to me. It's a great way for me to connect with this audience in a more intimate way. So thanks for watching, nerds. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy your Steam Deck, okay? And let me know in the Discord, what games are you picking up this season on the next sale, for instance. I would love to know, and drop in the comments as well. Thanks for watching, nerds. Hope you have a great weekend. Tell your grandma I said hi. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.